Hey guys, I wanted to make a video for some of you guys that have a two-door, two-seater Humvee and you really can't get that many people in it. There is a way around it, and that's why I'm making this video, is because I wanted to kind of share with you guys my idea that I had that I thought that could kind of bypass that, so you're not limited to just buying a four-door. Always, you can buy one of these and still kind of get around, hauling more people around if you want to. Now it's not real great for, like, say maybe 4 adults, but 2 adults and a couple, 2 or 3 children, or small young adults would be all right. But anyways, this is basically a two-door Humvee, and what I did is I just extended the back right here, about a foot or so. It's very similar to the concept of the H1 two-door Hummers. But I noticed in those, whenever I saw videos of those inside, it seemed like the seats are almost touching the back wall. So there's almost no room for storage. And they're basically just designed for 2 people, and that's it. So, but this one is a little different. So we got the extended back, and I wanted to show you the inside of it. So a couple reasons here I did this. One is you can fit a full little bench seat in the middle there. It's bolted down, 4 bolts. I used rib nuts to bolt that down. These seats come just with basically a wood bottom, and then you just kind of build your own brackets. But this allows the seat. Now I took these 2 bolts out of the top here, out on each side, and it allows the seat to actually recline. So if you're a bigger guy then and you need that extra space, then it allows that. And I like these, actually, these factory high back seats. To me, they're pretty comfortable. So anyways, but I wanted to show you this. So you got a lot of storage, if you can see back here in that footwell area where the rear seat was. So, and you still have access. You got your computer back here. If you got a 4-speed transmission, you got your computer back there, so you can still gain access to it there. This seat here folds forward, so there you go. So I just framed it in. And another thing I'll show you that I did, insulated it. This insulation is just Armaflex, and the idea here was I was going to think about putting a 12-volt AC unit in the roof, and so I built these cross braces in here. That's 15 inches in between. So typically those are designed for an RV roof vent, which is 14 by 14. So anyways, so that's an idea. I just kind of did that for the future, just in case. Another option was to make this window removable, and then I could actually slide a piece of 1/2-inch plywood in there and cut it out specifically for a window AC unit. And all I have to do is just build a frame back here, and I got plenty of room back behind the seats for a couple batteries. Put a solar panel in the bed, and now you can run AC even when the truck is off, which would be nice if you want to, like, run errands or something like that. Now what I do with these trucks is I like to create a little bit extra space. I'm going to try to do this one-handed here, but if you can bear with me. Now I already unlatched this side, so I'm going to roll this forward a little bit, and this is a little bit difficult to do, but what I like to do is I got a little rope here so that I can push this out. Now I can drop this whole back. There we go. So the whole back folds down. So if you want to take the doors off and drop that down, and you can even remove the seat, now you can open this whole thing up and, kind of make it as airy as possible. So this is what it looks like with the back drop down. so it's wide open. Now the windows, all of these, the side windows and the doors and the back door here is all polycarbonate. I used 1/2-inch polycarbonate here, and then when I opted to buy these doors, it's got 5/8 polycarbonate. I chose the steel doors because they're about 80 pounds each, and they are very heavy duty. They still have a little bit of flex to them, I guess similar to the fiberglass doors, but they're still much safer in my opinion if you get nailed from the side. But removing them is kind of a workout. And I also wanted to leave the factory mirrors. I did my last truck and I built custom side mirrors, and I just didn't like it because if I wanted to remove the door, the mirror has to come with it. So I left the factory mirror on there. I like these to be clean. I don't like a lot of stuff here in between the seats covering the doghouse. So what I do is I just kind of build a simple cup holder system. I guess more for, gosh, it's more for cell phones and junk, I guess. But, you know, within there you got your 12-volt outlets and stuff like that for cell phone charging. And you can still, I still have access to be able to take this off, and I can do that even without removing the cup holder. But if I need to remove the cup holder, it's just 2 bolts. So very simple, very clean. Let's see, I'll walk around. I added just a very simple dome light there, and it's got a built-in switch so you can just control it from there. Let's see, what else did I do to this thing? That's about it for that. Let's see, I'll take it to the other side so you can kind of compare the difference in how the seat kind of reclines. There we go. So you can see this seat, how kind of they sit up fairly straight, you know, the back of the seat. And then you can see compared to the other one, it reclines quite a bit. So, and you know, simple, you can just pull it forward, stick the bolts in there, or maybe put a pin in. I thought about getting a pin and putting it in there, but you know, it's actually pretty good the way it is, and it allows it kind of like the H1 trucks. It allows that seat back to go back further because for some reason they just don't have the space. But you see how much space is back here. There's a lot of room back behind in there, and you still got that big storage unit down in there, and everything's secure because these doors, when I buy these doors, I buy the interlocking door latches, so it works out really well. So that's about it. I just wanted to kind of make this video, and here's what it looks like from the side to show you guys that, you know, you can get by with it if you've got some ingenuity skills, and you know, and you have a 2-door and you don't want to convert it to a 4-door because of the cost. You know, this is a little bit less expensive. So, and maybe if you're not a big family, you just got a couple of kids and your spouse or something, then it works out really well. So the reason I built this, actually, all this, the back wall, the roof, out of 1/8-inch steel. And the reason I did that was because I wanted a little bit of protection. So it's got a little bit of bullet resistant protection, you know, from small arms. Nothing serious, but to me it kind of makes it safer. If you were to get an accident or anything, at least it's got some beef to it. And it does add some weight, which obviously isn't that great, but I'd rather have the protection over the weight. So these things are fairly gutless, as we know anyways. But so that's about it. I hope you guys can maybe just give you some ideas, and I don't know, maybe this will help somebody trying to make a decision on what kind of truck to buy. Another option, the thing that I was going to do with this one is I was going to build a shell for the back. you know, that just, it matches the roof line and it just goes all the way back. And maybe put windows, maybe not, but it'd be good for like camping or just storing things, protecting, keeping things. And the reason what I did here is I built a lip. I welded this lip all along the top edge so that it's there, and I can go ahead and mount that and fasten it to this point and then run it out. So that's an option I may actually do later. This truck is for sale. So if it doesn't sell, then I'm going to probably just go ahead and start working on the roof. Another reason to do this too is you could get, you know, this gives you a longer bed. So now you can actually haul things a little bit easier than a 4-door. And it also gives you the capability of putting a slide-in truck camper on it, you know. So there's a lot of different options. These back pieces, these 2 back pieces here on the wall, they can unbolt and come off. So if I ever actually wanted to build, you know, an actual camper system permanently for it, I could, you know, and then this remains open so you have access in and out of the cab. So just something to think about, you know, give you an idea. I just come up with it in my head. I thought, well, how can I make these things more practical? And to me, it kind of looks similar to a Willys or something like that. So anyways, but I hope you guys have a good day. Any questions, you can comment, and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. Take care. Bye-bye.